In this video, I'll be showing you guys the course management and the batch management of our student management application, which is the OpenCampusPro. So hey guys, this is Vishwit. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let's get started. So I have shown you the repo and I have shown you how to download it and how to execute it. If you have not seen it, just watch the previous video. And let's go to the folder, and which is over here, OpenCampusPro. Okay, so if you are using Windows, okay, this is the command that you should have. Like if you are using PowerShell specifically, you should run this. Otherwise, you might see some execution error. So let's suppose if you are trying to run this, I have talked about this in the previous video, but I have not shared the command. So if you are trying to run this using PowerShell, you might be getting an error stating that this PowerShell is not able to execute the script. So for that, what you need to do is go to PowerShell, okay, run as administrator, okay, do yes, fine, it is running as an admin. Now you just run this command, set execution policy unrestricted, okay, and if you run it, you can read all of it. You can go to the documentation and understand. So there might be a small risk associated if you are downloading a lot of scripts from the internet, and if you are executing it, you should not do that. So you should only run script from trusted sources. So since this is built by me and I'm sharing this, so you can definitely trust the script, and you can definitely go and look into the script. If you don't have to trust me, you definitely go and open the script and you can just read through it if you are having some doubt. Okay, so since I have built the script by myself, I do trust it and I will run it. And so here you can see I am setting it as set execution policy unrestricted. Okay, so I will just do Y. So it says yes, so my execution policy is set. Okay, and now I am able to run all the scripts. Okay, so I'll close this admin PowerShell, and I will just click over here and I will just run it normal, run with PowerShell. Okay, so you can see it ran the script, it opened two more PowerShell, and it ran the front end, it ran with backend, and we will log in. Sheet, and the password is, I believe it was 1234. Sign in, and you can see we are in. And here I will talk about the courses and batches, which is actually a little bit complicated how they behave. So if I go into courses and if I add, like let's suppose, since I'm from an engineering background, so I have to be part of a course and I have to be part of a batch. Okay, so let me add a course. The course code, maybe I will add the course code as CSE. Okay, and the course name I will give it as computer science. Okay, and I'm not going to give any description. I'll give you credits as, let's suppose, maybe 8 credits. Okay, duration I will provide as 6 months, and I'll create the course. Okay, you can see one course has been created. I'll create another one. I'll create the course code as maybe EC. Okay, or I'll provide over here electronics. Credits I'll give it as, let's suppose, 4. Duration I'll give it as, let's suppose, 6. Okay, and I'll do a create, and it created. Okay, now if I go into the dashboard, you can see totally we have 1 student, 1 teacher, 2 courses. Great. Now, once a course is created, okay, I believe we can assign them to the teachers. So if we go to a teacher, okay, no, we can't assign the course to a teacher because the courses are part of the curriculum, right? So we have to create batches. So if I go to batches and I have to create a new batch, now batch name, let's suppose I'll give the batch name as CSE. Let's maybe 2026, let's suppose. So now you have to give the course details and the teacher who will be taking that particular course. So I have provided the batch name, the course name. See, I entered 2 entries, like I entered computer science and I entered electronics. So I have accessible to this particular courses. Now, courses will be like for engineering colleges, you have, I think, fixed set of courses. Like you will have computer science, electrical, electronics, mechanical, civil. Then I think some places they will have a dedicated AI courses, maybe cyber security courses, maybe crypto courses, something like that. Okay, so now that is courses, that is different. That is what the university offers. Okay, these are courses, but you have to be a part of a batch, right? The students will be part of a batch, and the teacher will be teaching that particular batch. Okay, so let's suppose for the particular 2026 batch, they are part of the computer science course. Okay, and will be led by one teacher. Okay, Manish, and the capacity is 30. And the start date, I'll give the start date as maybe today, and end date maybe I'll give something in October as 25th. Okay, and I'll create this. Okay, so you can see the batch name is present, the course name is present, the teacher is present, the capacity is present, the start date is present. Okay, so this is how your batches, your courses, and how the students and teachers, they are linked. Okay, now I have not shown you how the students are linked as of now, but I have shown you how the batch, how the course, and how the teachers are linked. Okay, now let's suppose this is the particular batch. Okay, now I believe there are no students in the batch because we haven't added any student as a part of the particular batch. Now, if we go to the student, okay, and if we go to edit, now here you can see batch. Okay, now you have the computer science batch and you can add that particular student, and I can just do an update, and you can see it is updated and the status is active. So this is how this four of them, the batch, student, teachers, and the courses, they are linked. Okay, so I'll create a new batch, but I think it's better to have another student instead of one. I'll add another student. Maybe I'll add someone called as Raju, maybe. Email, I'll give this as Raju. I don't know why this name came up in my mind. Okay, so phone number, I'm not gonna give. Address, okay. Batch, now I'm not giving any batch as of now. I'm not giving a status. So I haven't talked about the status. So the status will say whether the person is actively doing that particular course, or if he or she is inactive, or they have already been graduated. Okay, so I will say, let's suppose I'll say this is as inactive and I'll create it. Okay, so now the status is showing as inactive. Fine, no, not a problem. Now what we will do is we will go to the batches. Okay, now we have created the courses. Courses is like defined like computer science, electronics. Okay, now there could be multiple batches. Okay, for a particular course, like you can have 4 computer science batches, you can have 3 electronics batches. So you can have multiple batches, and you can have let's suppose every year you will get a different batch, right? So let's suppose I'll create a new batch. Okay, maybe this batch will be part of ECE, maybe 2025, and I'll select the course electronics. Teacher, let's suppose the same person is teaching. Maybe the capacity is, what happened? My bad. Okay, maybe some glitch. ECE and 2025. The course name is electronics. Teacher name, same teacher is teaching 60. And the start date will be, maybe I will give some random date instead of taking so much time on this. And yeah, so you can see for a month, I create, and you can see we are able to, we created a new batch. Okay, and we can, I will show another example, CAC 2026. Okay, maybe another batch 2, computer science, same teacher, not good, but yeah, we have to deal with it. And 26th, And here we will give another date, maybe 30th June, and we'll create. So you can see we have two batches, two computer science batches, okay? Different capacity, taught by the same teacher, same faculty member, okay? We have the start date over here. So that's how your batches and courses, as I said, they're related. Now, if we can edit this, let's suppose, let me add another teacher. Okay, let me add a new teacher called as Rajesh. Okay, why I can't use any good names? Rajesh@email.com. Okay, and let me give this as breadboard. I hope my spelling is not wrong. So you can see Rajesh has a specialization in breadboard. Okay, and yeah, you can also see for Manish, he is assigned to 3 batches. This is the teacher's view, and if I just click over here, you can see he is assigned to computer science batch, electronics batch, and the CAC 2016 batch 2. Okay, now if I want Rajesh to teach the electronics, I will just come to batches. I will go over electronics. I'll change the teacher to Rajesh, and I'll just give an update. And you can see it is updated. Now, how we can verify? You can come to teachers, and you can see here. So Manish is teaching 2 batches, 2 computer science batches, okay, and Rajesh is teaching 1 electronics batch, okay. So that's how it works over here. So if I show you courses, I can create more courses. It doesn't matter. I mean, the analogy is same. You can create more as you want, but I have shown you the main purpose. So now you can see there are 2 total students, 2 teachers, 2 courses, 3 active batches. So I think for this video, we will keep till the courses and batches, okay? And I will show the marks, attendance in the upcoming video. So if you like this video, do press that like button, and I'll see you in the next upcoming video.